Hi friends, it's Becky, and I'm going to be sharing with you day 6 of the Jesse James Beads Advent Calendar for 2025. Jenny and I have been taking turns opening this up with you on our channel. Jenny's been taking the odd number days, and I'm taking the even number days. We're going to be opening up all of these. It is a 12-day Advent calendar, so we've timed it so that we are opening the last one on the 24th of December. So I'm glad that you're along with us for the ride and having so much fun experiencing this joy with us. I actually made something with one of mine the very first day. We got a few findings in the next one and some really gorgeous bead strands. I think at the end of this, Jenny and I are planning on doing some creating with the beads that we got from this afterwards. Now she is going to be out of town for Christmas, so I don't know when we'll create with it. Maybe in the new year we might do one for our late night beading lives. We might just pull out our advent calendar and create something with the beads and findings that we got in that, which I think is going to be pretty fun. So we'll do that. Now this one is a little square shaped box. I can hear some beads or findings rattling around in here. This is day 6. Let's get this open and take a look at it. And if I'm feeling inspired right away, I might create something with it. You never know. I absolutely had to make something with the penguins that came in that day too. It was such a fun thing to create with. Also, when Jenny opened day 1, there was like a whole kit with, how you could make beaded pens and things. And I watched hers and unboxed mine while I was watching her video and created something right then while she was doing all of her unboxing. Look at this. We've got beads. Oh, they are like evergreen tree beads. We don't have a label to tell us what bead mix this is. This is a really cool little container though. Look, it comes with its own bead scoop, y'all. I think I am definitely going to keep this container even after I use all these beads, because I'm just going to get this tape off the outside edge. They put the tape on to keep them from popping open during transit so that the beads arrive in usable form. But look at that. Look how cool that is. It is like a little bead scoop. I'm going to sort this, y'all. We get to sort our beads together. Oh my gosh, beads and some charms. Let's check out these charms. Jenny is allergic to nickel, so I have been doing some nickel testing on the findings and metals that came in this. There were a bunch of findings in the last couple of days, so we sat down and did some nickel testing today, and I'm pleased to announce to everyone who's been following along with us that the metals in all the way through day 5 have had 0 nickel reaction. We use a little chemical nickel testing kit. I put this chemical on a Q-tip. Let's see, 1, 2, 3 drops, and then you rub it on the metal that you want to test for about 5 seconds. You want to get a good exposure to that chemical on the metal. Sometimes if there's antiquing, it'll come back looking brown, but as long as it's not pink, it's good. And like that, see, there's a little bit of brown, but not pink. So not pink. These charms are going to be safe for Jenny and for anybody else who has a nickel allergy. So it's good to know before you go doing that, because if you don't have any information, usually it's safer to just assume and not use it. But once you know, then you can go ahead and have fun with that. So I love that this has a little bead scoop in it. This is super fun, super cute. All right, let's take a look at the actual beads. So these are our little star charms. I love these because they look so much like a compass rose. I actually have a compass rose tattoo on my shoulder. That is spectacular. And then we've got some big fat AB finish purple iris bicones. large. And then some round green glass beads. Those two are stuck together. This is normal if there's a coating or a finish on some beads, and if they were on a strand when the finishing happened, it's totally normal for beads like that to be a little stuck together. They are glass beads. So I find that the easiest way to separate them when you've got two that are stuck together like this, and they are crackle glass, it looks like. The easiest way to do this is just to get my little flush cutters and give it a little, you don't even have to squeeze very hard, just a little bit of that. That'll pop them apart. And yeah, these are crackle glass. There's some crackle on all of those. Festive. And then we've got some rondelles in kind of a darker green, like a pine tree green. Evergreen. Now, evergreen trees and pine trees come in different shades. You can have like a blue spruce that's almost a teal color, like a dark teal. You can have a Douglas fir that's super, like almost olive green color. These are a very dark, like burgundy, and looks like these are acrylic beads. Zoom in just a little bit better so you can get a better lighting on those. There we go. I love that. And now we're getting into the blue spruce teals and things like that. But before we get to the seed beads and the other bicones, let's take a look at these soft, like very light pink, like rosaline color. That's a peachy pink, champagne-y, but more pink than champagne. There are so many of these guys. Oh my gosh. Yes. Look how beautiful these are. So beautiful. I cannot wait to create some stuff with this. Y'all, if I go grab my gold findings from day 4, where are those buddies at? So there were some gold findings from day 4, these spacers and things like that. I bet they would be a fantastic accompaniment to this bead mix, although there's also silver findings. But maybe we will do that during a live when we're creating with them. But let's get these. Let's see, what blue is this? It feels like it's capri blue. Like it's not green enough to be aqua. It's moody, but not moody enough to be Montana. But look how many we are getting in this bead mix. I love when we get a lot of the same kind of beads in a bead mix. Aren't they beautiful? It makes it easier to do like bigger projects when you've got, instead of just a few of one type of bead, having a lot of that type of bead on. All right, and then we've got some super duos, y'all. These are 2-hole beads. The rest of these are seed beads after the super duos. And these are like an amethyst AB color, light amethyst AB. AB stands for Aurora Borealis, so when I bring this up closer, you'll see that shimmer and shine. I'm just separating them out because I can. This is fantastic. Okay, so here are our 2-hole super duos. And let me just grab a couple of strands of wire real quick so you can see how those holes go. See, it's kind of like tic-tac shape with a little pinch on the sides. And then the holes just go through like that for these super duos. Love, love, love that. And the rest of these are some 8/0 seed beads. And I could sort out the 8/0 seed beads separately, but I'm just going to grab a few of each of the... Oh, no, wait, it's not just 8/0 seed beads. These are little spacers. Little metal spacers, and these are 8/0 seed beads. And like this matte teal color. So yeah, we've got spacers in here too. These little spacers. Sometimes I use this for sorting out seed beads because I can go in and grab like a specific color using the corner of my my thing. A little bit easier than... Oh, where you going, buddy? Gotta keep them separated. There we go. So little metal spacers, some 8/0 seed beads, and that is the bead mix. Let's see if we can get more of that in there. There we go, the bead mix from day 6 of the Jesse James Beads Advent Calendar. I love this bead mix. I think it's super fun. It would take me a little while to sit down and figure out a fun thing to make with it, but I'm having ideas. So it's really cool, really festive. I love that this has a little scoop built in, honestly, because then I can just, you know, put these guys back in here. Start with the big beads. Yep, it's going to be like a little layer cake. Trifle, maybe. Let's layer these guys up. So next, these ones, and then these ones. I'm just going to build some layers, and then blue. And then these guys, super duos, like that. Did you guys ever do like sand paintings where you put layers of sand into a bottle and then you could have like a desert landscape or something in a little bottle with a cork on it on top? There we go. There we go, all put away, ready to go. That was fun. All right, I'm going to put a link in the description to our playlist so you can take a look at some of the other things that came in the Jesse James Beads Advent Calendar. We do have a separate playlist for this year's calendar. If you want to check out last year's calendar too, I have one for that. Last year's calendar included some things from the Eureka Crystal Beads Santa bag as well, which was really fun to do. but they did not do a different one this year. So we're just doing this advent calendar this year. Hopefully we'll have more bead advents next year, but I am really loving that there is such a wide variety and so many different things that come in the advent calendar from Jesse James Beads. It's fantastic, and I am really enjoying it. Check them out. Put a link to JJB in the description below as well. And until next time and until tomorrow, happy beading!